Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bailey and you should definitely subscribe if you love all things fashion and beauty. In today's video, we will be discussing my 2025 summer style mood board. I skipped spring. I know. Last semester kicked my butt, okay? You know what? We're not gonna talk about it. It sucked. I am much happier. I'm free now. Let's talk about the outfits that I'm gonna be wearing now that I'm free. I thought that we would start off our discussion by talking about jewelry. I think that this might be the most like trend-centered style mood board that I've done thus far. It's my second, but I digress. Is that me saying that these are like strictly only trendy things? No. I will still die on the hill that I've been on that though, because I have been. I don't want to hear a single word, okay? Shut your mouth. Anyways, spring and summer to me are very gold toned months. I personally am a neutral girl when it comes to my jewelry. I like silver, I like gold. So I switch them out seasonally. I like my signature pieces. I think signature pieces when it comes to your jewelry, because jewelry is like, okay, fashion, wonderful way of storytelling. Wonderful way, like everything's got like a history to it for the most part, you know, like it's cool. But jewelry is just like another layer of that. Like it just goes so deep. And I love me some signature pieces because signature pieces also have so much story to them. They have so much history to them because it's like why are those the pieces of jewelry that you choose to wear every single day? What are those pieces of jewelry saying about you? And what do they mean to you that makes you like, yeah, I'm gonna wear this today. I'm going to wear this every single day. We've seen like the Jane Birkin trend lately, and it's kind of, you know, the charm trend has then developed into jewelry. I really like how eclectic and maximalistic jewelry is getting. I have historically always been a very like dainty staple piece jewelry person. You can still be that and achieve some more like eclecticness with your jewelry, and I think a good way to do that is through jewelry stacking. So for instance, this is my, let me get a little closer actually. Let me say hello. So for a good example, this is my current necklace stack. This is like the most full my gold necklace stack has ever been. And again, going along with the same thing of like everything has a story to it. I can run through every single piece on my necklace. I can run through every single necklace that I am wearing and it has lore, trust, it does. Same thing with bracelets. I love charm bracelets. I've been loving charm bracelets. I've loved charm bracelets for years, since I was little. I've always had this little thing in my brain that's like, people need to hear you whenever you're like 20 feet away from a room. Before you come in the room, they need to know that you're arriving because you sound like this. It's just my thing. I love it. What can I say? I like a lot of very like simple pendants, I guess you could say. I don't know if pendants is necessarily the correct word, but like, you know, I love my hearts, as you can tell, and I love my pearls, and I love my flowers. Those are like my big like jewelry things that I look for. So like literally everything that I have for the most part has a heart on it. And then there's a pearl, and then there's florals. I'm a simple girl, what can I say? I think the only thing within this like jewelry combination here that isn't a staple piece that I wear all the time, or not a staple piece, sorry, that isn't like a signature piece that I wear all the time, it's the earrings, which are just these little adorable Betsy Johnson flower earrings. And I do wear these quite frequently. They're very summery to me. I feel like that's really the only thing that I switch out, honestly, for summer jewelry. But just a lot of fun, eclectic, signature pieces. Yeah. I love me some pieces that like are on theme. So like these flowers, I really only wear them in the spring and summer because what would I be doing wearing those in winter? Hello. Do these look like winter earrings to you? No. This bracelet, also a wonderful example of being on theme. I got this at a like clothing swap, and it's this pearl. Oh, can you see her? Can you see her? It's this pearl and like starfish sand dollar bracelet. It's so stunning and it's so summery. I absolutely adore this bracelet. Moving along to hair. In previous seasons, I've always been like, no, I'm gonna flip-flop. No, I don't want to just wear my natural hair all the time. I love my natural hair for the, like, what I'm picturing that I'm wearing this summer. I love my natural hair for it because it just, it's adding character. I love character. I think that that's a pretty common theme amongst what I'm looking for in my style representation this summer is character. What about your clothing? What about the pieces that you're wearing? What about the way that you're styling this outfit says about you and your interests? What is interesting about those things specifically? Blowing your hair out is gorgeous, okay? Don't get me wrong, I love blowing out my hair. It's not authentic. The really cool thing about your natural hair is your hair is authentic to you. I don't care about your hair type. I don't care about whether you're like 1A, 4B, I don't care. It's still authentic to you. No one's gonna have your exact same curl pattern because no one has the same exact hair follicles growing out of their head. I just think that my tendrils are so gorgeous. They're so pretty. I'm so obsessed with my natural hair because it's just so like little ringlets. Beautiful, beautiful, stunning, amazing. I love some good curly hair, like just thrown up in any hairstyle ever. And I love some volume and curly hair. As you can tell, I've been trying to up my curly hair routine volume game because volume and definition can coexist. Even though my curls do not look the most defined, it is day 4. So I don't want to hear anything, but I love it. I still think it looks great. I know beaded bags are a trend. I've been on that, okay? I've been on that. I have been collecting like little clutches, little vintage bags with character for years. It's been one of my like little like mini, like I have like little thrift, I have little things whenever I thrift that I tend to look out for that I have a tendency to collect, and beaded bags is one of them. I love a good beaded bag. Summer being a season where I do not have responsibilities involving academics, I'm carrying around the tiniest bag known to man. I mean, I kind of like carrying around the tiniest bag known to man anyways, but like I just love me a good little tiny bag. A bag that can hold a lip gloss and my keys. I love it. It's like that is everything to me. But also not just like stopping at beaded bags, because beaded bags, yes, love them, gorgeous, stunning, amazing. Again, also going back, I love a good bag that's on theme. This is like still anything that has some character to it. I don't want bland, okay? One of the things that I really like for summer is just really honing into every piece has a story, everything has its own character, everything has some authenticity to it. So if it's not going to be a beaded bag with some interest, I want it to have some texture, I want it to have some shape, I want it to have a monogram. I love a good monogram. Different things like that are still going to add character to your outfit. I've been really into like monograms with a pattern. I like it. I think it looks real cute, okay? I am such a staple shoe kind of girl that my footwear never changing. It's a ballet flat and maybe a fun little sandal. I actually do want to up my shoe game in the coming months. I have a really difficult time thrifting shoes just because I am tall and I have a common shoe size, so it's very difficult for me to find things secondhand, and shoes are expensive, okay? I don't have $100 to be dropping on shoes all the time as much as I would love to. So unfortunately, I just have to settle for some things, but I do love my ballet flats. And I do have some sandals that I've collected over the years that I also love and that I think will add some character. Moving along to scent, let's talk about my beloved summer scent, Valentino Voce Viva. I was gifted a sample size of the scent from an old friend for Christmas a couple years ago. Fell in love with it. It's so like, to me, it is very summery. I am not a citrus girl, okay? I do not tend to like citrus, but I love this combination altogether. The top note of this is citrus, but it also has white floral, vanilla, a little bit of spice, a little bit of musk. It's just so, it's so good together. It's very luxurious. I feel like it's very tasteful, personally. A lot of people, my mother, does not love always my perfume choices. I don't really care, but also she loves this one. She loves this one. Carrying on to makeup. Makeup is, I feel like, very classic summer makeup. Just being very light, natural, and glowy. Nothing really changes from my makeup hardly ever, but like I try to implement some different things from time to time. I think the biggest thing is just really focusing on the glow. So like, you know, glowing on my cheeks, adding some shimmer to my eyelids, different things like that. But there's not really much else other than that. I mean, it's just very natural and glowy. All right, buckle up, ladies. It's time to talk about clothes. This one's a doozy. There's a lot to discuss. I think in the most like general, concise way of saying anything, we're going along with what I've been discussing of character within all of the pieces. If tops are not beaded, they are patterned. If they are not patterned or beaded, they have a fun little silhouette going on to them. You know, different things like that. I love me just like a nice little top that's showing décolletage. I love a necklace stack cascading down with like a more open chest. I think it's so gorgeous. Another thing is for neck accessories on the topic of that, I really want to implement scarves. I love scarves. I love satin scarves. It's just not something that I gravitate towards. I love how it looks. It's just like never on my radar enough to wear, but I really would love to implement those this season. Also playing around with a lot less like conventional silhouettes, I guess you could say. Like, I feel like I tend to be very A-line when it comes to my silhouettes, but I really love like a baby doll silhouette, a drop waist, an empire, different things like that. A lot of the tops are reading baby doll as well. I just love like a little bit of feminine detailing in the things. So it's like there's a lot of ruffles and florals, which has always been something that I've loved. But again, this is just like a different way that it's being reflected in my style is through these pieces. I have a tendency to really only do like maxi skirts if I'm like going to church or something like that, and not just like out and about, but like I should be wearing them out and about because like I love how they look. Like I love styling an outfit around a maxi skirt. So that's something that I really want to try to implement as well. I feel like it's all like almost very like Carrie Bradshaw. I feel like it's a pretty decent inspiration. It's like Carrie Bradshaw crossed with like Charlotte, which I've been described as many times. But yeah, that brings us to the end of the mood board. If you have anything that you want to implement this season, I would love to hear about it in the comments down below, as well as anything else you guys want to see from me, anything like that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you, bye!